Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. I'm Ken Smith, courtside at Fairfield High School, where the Lady Lions are hosting the Lady Wildcats of Whiteoak in tonight's SHAC Volleyball matchup here on C103 and GoodGuysRadioTV.com. By the way, Sarah Rigdon, our engineer, back in the studio for everything on C103. Matt Hildebrand, our producer, courtside for GoodGuysRadioTV.com. Out on the Good Guys website or Facebook as well as YouTube. Again, I am at Fairfield High School, where the Lady Lions are hosting the Lady Wildcats of Whiteoak. Lady Wildcats, according to what they've reported so far to the SHAC website, they're off to a bit of a slow start. 0-3 in conference play as well as overall. And I suspect they've got some non-conference matchups. They just haven't reported them to the website. So I'll have to check on that. But they've come out on the short side to Lynchburg Clay as well as Fayetteville and Manchester in conference play. On the flip side of that, the Fairfield Lady Lions, well, the Lady Lions have the exact opposite. They are undefeated so far this season, 3-0 in conference play, 6-0 overall, so 3 non-conference wins. Those would include Williamsburg, Clinton Massey, and Greenfield McLean, all of those being defeated by Fairfield. And then in conference play, Fairfield has defeated Fayetteville as well as Ripley and Eastern. So again, undefeated so far in regular season and non-conference play, the Fairfield Lady Lions. In the JV contest, it was Fairfield coming out on top in that one. Fairfield defeating Whiteoak 25-11 in the first set, 25-10 in the second set. So the Lady Lions already tonight in junior varsity competition. We're going to take a quick break. When we come back, we'll take a look at the visiting team roster. That's the Whiteoak Lady Cats. Right after this on the SHAC Sports Radio Network, C103 and Good Guys Radio TV, presented by CMT Components.
Your plan is ready. It's time to build. At CMT Components, we design and manufacture quality building materials for your custom job. If you need metal panels and trim, trusses, or even a complete pole barn package, we do it all, including delivering right to your job site. To get started, call us at 937-446-3400. You can also check us out online or stop by our office in Sardinia, Ohio to discuss your plans today. Let's get building.
Why do they officiate? For some, it's a way of staying involved in a sport they grew up with. For others, it's a way to pay it forward by helping kids who play today and tomorrow. It's also a great way to stay active, make extra money, and work with friends. And all of them will say it boils down to one thing: the love of the game. Find your reasons and log on to ohsaa.org to find out how to become an official. You'll be glad you did. This is the Ohio High School Athletic Association. Educate through sports.
Creating a memorial to honor a lost loved one is a time-honored tradition. Whether it's a graveside monument, a cremation monument, or a pet memorial, the craftsmen at Peoples Monument Company will walk you through every step of the process, from concept to completion. Visit Peoples Monument Company, located on North Main Street in Peoples, and online at peoplesmonument.com. Choose Peoples Monument Company because sharing the life story of a loved one with those who matter most isn't just important today, it's important forever.
What's one of our shows that our listeners love the most?
Yeah, I got a couple things here to sell today.
That's right. It's the Trash and Treasure Trading Post on C103, weekdays starting at 12:30 p.m.
Oh, yes, I'm a private collector.
Get your items on the air by calling 937-544-9722. You can also try out the mailbag items. It's $2 a day, $5 for 3 days. Mail your listings to P.O. Box 103, West Union, Ohio, 45693.
Got a lot of other miscellaneous, too.
And we'll help you turn your trash into treasure.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. Let's take a look at the Whiteoak Lady Cats roster. Head coach is Mariah Call. In her first year, she is assisted by Wiley Shipley. You might recognize that name, as Wiley Shipley was a volleyball star at North Adams High School, now assistant coach at Whiteoak. Let's take a look at the roster. Starts off with a freshman wearing number 3. That is Kenley Julerat. Kyra Boyd is next. She's a senior wearing number 11. Emily Brill, a freshman, wears number 13. Ryan Gobin wears number 14. She is a freshman. Kyla Gary wearing number 15. junior wearing number 22. That is Kylie Ruark. Number 23 is Maria Wyatt. She is a sophomore. Marley Gobin is a senior wearing number 24. Wearing number 31, Amaya Hackle is a sophomore. And rounding out the roster is number 1, Madeline Conrad, and number 7, Kennedy Storms. And Conrad is a junior. Storms is a freshman. That's a look at the Whiteoak Lady Cats roster. Let's go ahead and take a look at the roster for the Fairfield Lady Lions, as we do not have a whole lot of time left on the clock, and I'm sure we'll be taking a break here to honor America courtside. So looking at the Lions roster, it is, well, let's start with your head coach. That's Cameron Dalton, the head coach, assisted by Haley Witt and also Riley Luttrell. So that's a look at the coaching staff. The roster begins with number 2, Allie Maynard. She's a junior. Ayla Parker wears number 3. She is a freshman. Remy Moon wearing number 6 is a junior. Paisley Stallhut, a sophomore, wearing number 8. Georgia May, a sophomore, wearing number 9. Jaden Drury, number 11. She's a senior. Caitlin Eidenauer is a senior, wearing number 13. Kensley Drury, number 17. She's a junior. Alyssa Bales, a junior, wearing number 19. Addison Cannon, a sophomore, number 23. Number 25 is Bailey Jones. She is a junior, wearing number 26. So that's a look at your roster for the Fairfield Lady Lions. By the way, Jimmy Barnett is your AD, or athletic director, I should say, at Fairfield. Principal Steve Hackett, Superintendent Keisha McCoy. By the way, Keisha McCoy helped us out with track last year in our Good Guys Radio TV broadcast, and hopefully Keisha will rejoin us for track again this year in the 25-26 season. Back on the Whiteoak side, I did forget to mention that Mike Call is the athletic director there. J.P. Gaucher is the principal, and Jason Isles the superintendent for the Whiteoak Lady Wildcats. That's a look at your full roster for both ball clubs. As again, the clock is winding down, so we are not too far away from taking a break here to honor America. A couple of interesting notes for you for the Fairfield Lady Lions. They finished well, that would be last year. And all-league player Joby Hatton, of course, graduating last year. All right. We're going to take a quick break as we get ready to honor America here courtside. When we come back, we'll look at the starters for both ball clubs right after this on C103 Good Guys Radio TV, presented by CMT Components.
Our business is helping you grow. We're Baxter Tractor. We take care of you like family.
We've been growing since 1946. As your Kubota dealer, our focus is to help you grow today and into the future. Stop by one of our locations today, visit with our folks, and see our entire lineup of Kubota products.
Our business is helping you grow. Baxter Tractor.
We all look up to someone. Could be parents, teachers, or coaches. They give and give and give, and then they give some more. Their impact, immeasurable. Their sacrifices, too many to count. So to all the mentors in our lives who helped us get to right here and now, thank you.
Hungry for a deal to let you mix it up your way? Introducing the Snappy Savers Menu, only at Snappy. Grab any 2 or more favorites for just $6.99 each. We're talking medium one-topping pizza, cheesy bread, calzones, boneless wings, Cinnabread, and oh yeah, our new pepperoni rolls and mozzarella sticks. Pick, mix, match, and save. Your wallet might even send you a thank you card. Visit Snappy or order at snappytomato.com. Limited time only. Participation may vary.
C103, 99.5 The Edge, and Good Guys Radio TV are your source for everything local. From SHAC basketball
Shot by Osborne, three on the buzzer!
Wow.
to SHAC baseball,
Wells is going to drive. He makes it. He's safe.
Western Brown football,
Throws it towards the end zone, and it's complete.
to SHAC volleyball,
Hatton for the kill, it's good.
local fairs, festivals, and more.
Ire to the finish line.
Crosses the line to get the victory.
Never miss a moment with C103, 99.5 The Edge, and Good Guys Radio TV.
Welcome back courtside, ladies and gentlemen. Let's take a look at the starters for both ball clubs, starting on the visiting team. The Whiteoak Lady Cats, it'll be Kira Boyd, Emily Brill, Ryan Gobin, Kylie Ruark, Marley, and Kennedy Storms. And Madeline Conrad is your libero for the Whiteoak Lady Cats, so she may actually end up on the floor first. It's going to depend on who ends up with the first serve. Starting on the side of the Fairfield Lady Lions, they're starting Remy Moon, Paisley Stallhut, Georgia May, Jaden Drury, Kinsley Drury, and Addison Cannon. Those are your starters for both ball clubs. They're going to wrap up the announcements here courtside as we get ready for action, so stick with us. We'll have our first serve here in just a moment. We're back right after this on C103 and Good Guys Radio TV, presented by CMT Components.
Your plan is ready. It's time to build. At CMT Components, we design and manufacture quality building materials for your custom job. If you need metal panels and trim, trusses, or even a complete pole barn package, we do it all, including delivering right to your job site. To get started, call us at 937-446-3400. You can also check us out online or stop by our office in Sardinia, Ohio to discuss your plans today. Let's get building.
Why do they officiate? For some, it's a way of staying involved in a sport they grew up with. For others, it's a way to pay it forward by helping kids who play today and tomorrow. It's also a great way to stay active, make extra money, and work with friends. And all of them will say it boils down to one thing: the love of the game. Find your reasons and log on to ohsaa.org to find out how to become an official. You'll be glad you did. This is the Ohio High School Athletic Association. Educate through sports.
Creating a memorial to honor a lost loved one is a time-honored tradition. Whether it's a graveside monument, a cremation monument, or a pet memorial, the craftsmen at Peebles Monument Company will walk you through every step of the process, from concept to completion. Visit Peebles Monument Company, located on North Main Street in Peebles, and online at peeblesmonument.com. Choose Peebles Monument Company because sharing the life story of a loved one with those who matter most isn't just important today, it's important forever.
What's one of our shows that our listeners love the most?
Yeah, I got a couple things here to sell today.
That's right. It's the Trash and Treasure Trading Post on C103 weekdays starting at 12:30 p.m.
Oh, yes, I'm a private collector.
Get your items on the air by calling 937-544-9722. You can also try out the mailbag items. It's $2 a day, $5 for 3 days. Mail your listings to P.O. Box 103, West Union, Ohio, 45693.
Got a lot of other miscellaneous, too.
And we'll help you turn your trash into treasure.
Welcome back courtside, ladies and gentlemen. Be sure to stick with me for the post game. I will talk to the winning coach as part of our post game in the ACRMC Family Medicine Coaches Comment Show. And of course, Tomato Pizza Player of the Match after this one. So be sure to stick with us. By the way, we do have football this evening over the Edge. It'll be the OU at Rutgers. Kick is already underway. Kickoff was at 6 o'clock, so that game is on our sister station if you're looking for the OU Bobcats. Coming up tomorrow night in high school football, it'll be Western Brown versus Simon Kenton. Again, that will be on our sister station, 99.5 The Edge and GoodGuysRadioTV.com. And on Saturday, in college football, the Ohio State Buckeyes versus Texas. Kickoff is at noon for that game. All right, looks like Fairfield Lady Lions will have your first serve, and Paisley Stallhut will step back to provide that first serve. Volleyball's put away first. First serve over the net, and Whiteoak having trouble. They are not able to return that, so the Lady Lions will start things off with an ace for Paisley Stallhut. Stallhut with her second serve. One touch, two touches by the Whiteoak Lady Cats, and it'll be returned off the hands of Gobin. And now they're going to set up an attack for Georgia May. And the Lady Cats able to handle that and returned off the hands of Conrad. Again, they're going to set it up for another attack. This time on the attack is Drury, and it's good as the Fairfield Lady Lions score their second point in our first set of the match. Again, in junior varsity competition, Fairfield Lady Lions won that one 2-0. Stallhut with another serve. This is her third serve, and on the attack, it's going to be Kyra Boyd on the side of the Whiteoak Lady Cats. No problem there. And with the return attack, a little too strong off the Lady Lions. I believe that was May again on the attack. It'll end up out of bounds, and the Lady Cats will get their first score. Makes it 2-1. Now rotating in is going to be Ruark on the side of the Lady Cats. Back to serve will be Conrad. Serves that one into the back row. Here comes the set by Stallhut. And on the attack was Drury. Lady Cats able to return it. Returning is Ruark. Lady Lions have to do a simple return. Attacking back the other direction, Ruark. Lady Lions able to get a return, and they find a hole in the defense on the side of the Whiteoak Lady Cats. And the Lady Lions will have another score. Give them a 2-point lead, 3-1 the score here in your first set of the match. Stepping back to serve now is going to be May. May will serve that into the middle, and a little bit of an overpass by Marley Gobin. That one ended up in the net, and nobody able to get a second hit on it. So the point will go to Fairfield. Back to serve again is May in her second serve. May serves it into the back row. Lady Cats struggling and not able to get the return. They did get 3 hits on it, but not able to return it. That'll send May back for her third serve. 5-1 the lead for Fairfield. It's Lady Cats struggling a little bit, and again, they're not able to score as they, at the net, they hit the post that marks the out of bounds, and if you touch that with the ball, that is out of bounds. So again, Fairfield gets the score. May with another serve. Whiteoak will return it off the hands of Gobin, and a little bit of a miscue on the side of the Fairfield Lady Lions. Not really an attack, but Gobin able to score. And now the Whiteoak Lady Cats will have the serve back, trailing by 4. Serving is Boyd. And Lady Lions with an attack. That one did not work. It'll be returned by Brill. They're going to set it up again. This time Moon on the attack. Dug out in the back row by Conrad. A little bit of a battle at the net. Whiteoak struggling, and the Lady Lions will get the score. Makes it 7-2, 5-point lead for Fairfield. Rotating in is going to be Cannon. Out will go Drury. Back to serve is Bales, who also has checked in. First serve for Bales. Whiteoak returning it. Lady Lions had the attack. That didn't work. Now attacking back the other direction is Storms for Whiteoak. That was returned by Fairfield. They'll set Storms up again for another attack. Stallhut will set it. Moon will attack. No, I'm sorry. That was Remy Moon. And Moon will get her first successful kill, make it 8-2 the score, as Bales will step back to serve again for the Lady Lions. Bales serves it into the back row, received by Conrad. And a set. Light attack by Ruark. That didn't work. Moon not able to elevate on this attack, but you know what? She is able to attack from the floor and gets the score. So Remy Moon will have her second successful kill, and with a 7-point lead for Fairfield, Whiteoak takes the timeout. We're back right after this on C103 and Good Guys Radio TV, presented by CMT Components.
Our business is helping you grow. We're Baxter Tractor. We take care of you like family.
We've been growing since 1946. As your Kubota dealer, Our focus is to help you grow today and into the future. Stop by one of our locations today, visit with our folks, and see our entire lineup of Kubota products.
Our business is helping you grow. Bachelor Tractor.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. Back to serve again is going to be Bales for the Fairfield Lady Lions, with the Lions leading 9-2, 7-point lead in our first set of the match. Bales with a nice, powerful serve, and the Whiteoak Lady Cats will set it up for an attack off the hands of Storms. That didn't work. Back the other direction, Moon on the attack. Whiteoak able to dig it out. Storms again with another attack. Bales will return it from the back row, free return. And now they're going to set up an attack off the hands of Ruark. Fairfield struggling, but Stallhut able to save it and return it. Now Storms again for another attack. Lady Lions are doing a good job digging these out, but now Moon with an attack that's a little strong and ends up out of bounds. The point will go to Whiteoak. So the Lady Cats regain the serve. Back to serve is going to be Emily Brill. First serve for Brill. That one received by Drury. They're going to set up an attack off the hands of Cannon. Lady Cats attacking back with Storms attacking. Nice dig in the back row for Fairfield. They'll set it up again for Storms to attack. That one's going to work. That'll be a successful kill for Kennedy Storms. That'll be her first successful kill. And now with the Lady Cats trailing by 5, back to again is going to be Brill. Returning for the Fairfield Lady Lions was Drury. And a simple return. And what happened? A carry, I believe, or double hit. It's going to be a double hit for the Whiteoak Lady Cats. And that will give a point to Fairfield. Back on top by 6, 10-4. Drury will step back to serve for the Lady Lions. Drury serve. Received in the back row by Conrad. And not a good set, but a save by Boyd as she gets it over the net. Moon will have to do a free return. That'll come back over to Boyd. They're going to set up an attack. Was not a real good set there for Gobin, Marley Gobin, as she dropped that one short in the net on the attack. And the point will go to Fairfield. Drury back to serve again. Drury with a nice, strong serve. Just clears the top of the net and barely stays in for an ace. Second ace of this set for the Lady Lions. Stallhut had the other ace. Drury, service error on that one, as it'll end up out of bounds. So the serve will go to the Lady Cats of Whiteoak. Ruark stepping back to serve and drops it short into the net, so she returns the favor with a service error. Conrad rotates back in on the side of Whiteoak. And stepping back to serve for the Lady Lions as they now lead at 13-5. It's going to be Remy Moon with her first serve of the match. Again, Moon really able to elevate and has a pretty strong serve, and she'll get an ace out of her first one. 9-point lead for Fairfield. Again, in our first set of the match. Moon back again to serve. Drops that one into the front row, a free return. And they're going to set it up for an attack. That was off the hands of May. That didn't work. But getting it to go is Cannon. Addison Cannon gets a kill. Going to have a substitution. In will be Eidenauer, as well as a ponytail in the way there. Looks like that's Jones, Bailey Jones. The freshman gets into the game for a little bit. And Moon scores another ace. 2 aces out of 3 serves for Remy Moon. This is not Remy Moon's only sport. She is also a track star at Leesburg, Fairfield. Dropped that one short in the net, though. So she will get a service error. Now back to serve for Whiteoak is going to be Kennedy Storms. First serve for Storms. Lady Lions not able to set up the attack, and the return didn't work out well either off the hands of Bailey Jones. So the point will go to Whiteoak as Storms gets her second serve, received in the back row. Stallhut with the set. Moon with a back row attack. Lady Cats trying to attack was Ryan Goblin, the freshman, and that one ended up short in the net. Point will go to Fairfield. Now serving another freshman for Fairfield, though. This time it's Bailey Jones. Jones with her first serve, and it's going to end up. Makes an 11-point lead for Fairfield, 18-7. Jones will step back again for her second serve. That'll be received a little bit of an overpass. The overkill didn't work, though, for Drury. Lady Cats trying to find a hole in the defense. That didn't work. Drury again with another attack. Whiteoak able to save it. They will set it for the return off the hands of Boyd. Lady Lions returning with Drury on the attack. Lady Cats were able to save it. Stallhut puts it into the hands of Drury for another attack. Lady Cats are holding off all these attacks by the Lady Lions. And now Moon will attack from the back row, and that one works. Remy Moon gets kill number 3 in this set. That one from the back row. Jones again to serve. Well, we're going to have a hold up here, as I believe the officials are checking. All right, I thought maybe they were going to check the rotation, but instead I think it was a question from one of the players. So anyway, so Jones will now serve again. Drops that one right into the middle. It's an overpass, and there for the overkill is Jaden Drury, and we'll score that as her first kill. An overpass, by the way, is when a player passes it back to their opponent right at the net, and they don't intend to. And an overkill is when you were able to score a kill off of that overpass. Moon will return. It's a free return. So Lady Cats attacking now with Boyd on the attack. That's returned by Stallhut. Lady Cats with another free return. Gobin this time. Stallhut will set it. And attacking from the back row, Moon gets another kill. 4 kills now for Remy Moon. By the way, Bailey Jones continuing to serve. This will be, I've got this as her 5th serve. Lady Cats are going to set it. They'll end up with a free return by Gobin. Stallhut fakes the set and finds the hole in the Whiteoak Lady Cat defense, making the score 22-7. As Jones continues to serve. Lady Lions on top, by the way, 22-7. Set it up for an attack off the hands of Boyd. It's too strong, ends up out of bounds. And the point will go to Fairfield. Jones again serving. Received in the middle by Gobin. They'll set it up for Marley Gobin to return it, but it ends up short in the net, and the point goes to Fairfield. This will be set point for the Lady Lions, 24-7 your score. Jones with the serve, and they're going to set it up for Gobin to attack. It'll go over to Moon. Stallhut will set it, and on the attempted return by Eidenauer, it drops short in the net, and the point will go to Whiteoak. Alyssa Bales the libero, will come back in. She'll replace Jones. Back to serve is going to be Marley Gobin. Gobin's first serve, trying to keep her team alive. Again, they trail at 24-8 now. Received in the middle by Ayers, and Lady Lions were not able to return it, so the point will score for Whiteoak. Gobin with another serve. Drops this one right into the same area with Ayers. But this time an attack off the hands of Eidenauer ends up working, and the Lady Lions are going to get their first win of this match at 25-9, your score in the first set. So Fairfield off to a lead, 1-0 in our match. Stick with us. We're back with set number 2 right after this on C103 and Good Guys Radio TV, presented by CMT Components.
We all look up to someone. Could be parents, teachers, or coaches. They give and give and give, and then they give some more. Their impact, immeasurable. Their sacrifices, too many to count. So to all the mentors in our lives who helped us get to right here and now, thank you.
Hungry for a deal to let you mix it up your way? Introducing the Snappy Savers Menu, only at Snappy. Grab any 2 or more favorites for just $6.99 each. We're talking medium one-topping pizza, cheesy bread, calzones, boneless wings, Cinnabread, and oh yeah, our new pepperoni rolls and mozzarella sticks. Pick, mix, match, and save. Your wallet might even send you a thank you card. Visit Snappy or order at snappytomato.com. Limited time only. Participation may vary.
C103 99.5 The Edge and Good Guys Radio TV are your source for everything local. From SHAC Basketball
Shot by Osborne, 3 on the buzzer!
wow. to SHAC Baseball.
Wells is going to try. He makes it. He's safe.
Western Brown Football.
Throws it towards the end zone, and it's complete!
To SHAC Volleyball.
Hatton for the kill. It's good.
Local fairs, festivals, and more.
Ire to the finish line.
Crosses the line to get the victory.
Never miss a moment with C103 99.5 The Edge and Good Guys Radio TV.
Your plan is ready. It's time to build. At CMT Components, we design and manufacture quality building materials for your custom job. If you need metal panels and trim, trusses, or even a complete pole barn package, we do it all, including delivering right to your job site. To get started, call us at 937-446-3400. You can also check us out online or stop by our office in Sardinia, Ohio to discuss your plans today. Let's get building.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. Some stats from the first set of the match. I had Kennedy Storms with 1 kill on the side of the Whiteoak Lady Cats. And that one as a really young ball club for the Whiteoak Lady Cats. Now, on the flip side, the Lady Lions, well, maybe not as much offense as we would expect, but we'll see how the second set goes. I had Remy Moon with 4 kills, 4 serves, 2 aces. I had Stallhut with 3 serves and an ace. Also, Georgia May, I had her with 4 serves. Jaden Drury with 1 kill. I had Kinsley Drury with 2 serves and an ace. Bales with 2 serves. Cannon with 1 kill. And Jones with 8 serves and 1 ace. I think we are just about ready for set number 2. Again, if you're just joining us in the JV contest, it was Fairfield defeating Whiteoak 25-11 in the first set, 25-10 in the second set. So a 2-0 victory in junior varsity play for the Fairfield Lady Lions. In varsity, Lady Lions with a 1-set lead as we get ready to start our second set. Again, stick with me for the post game. By the way, some shout out to our season sponsors, including Sean Willie at Willie & Son Trucking. Get your motor running and roll on with the diesel repair experts at Willie & Son Trucking. Also, Baxla Tractor Sales in Seaman and Batavia. Your local dealer for Kubota, Land Pride, Exmark, and more. First serve for the Whiteoak Lady Cats, a little bit long, ends up out of bounds. And the Lady Lions will now have the serve. Back to serve is going to be Georgia May. No, I'm sorry, that's Stallhut. First serve for Stallhut. Lady Cats able to return it off the hands of Conrad, and now on the attack. I couldn't see if that was May or Moon. Nice successful kill, though. But again, I'm in a bit of a position where I can't always see this outside hitter on my side for Fairfield. And another fake set by Stallhut. We'll give her a kill for that, as she is able to punch that right into an empty spot. Stallhut, by the way, will step back to serve again. 3-point lead for Fairfield. Stallhut serves it into the back row to Conrad. And a return off the hands of Brill. A lot of free passes on the side of Whiteoak. Stallhut tries that fake set again, and it did not work this time. Ended up out of bounds. Kennedy Storms will step back to serve for the Whiteoak Lady Cats, trailing by 2. Storms will serve it into the back row. Received back there by Moon. Now on the attack is going to be Drury, and it's good. Jaden Drury gets her second kill. And Georgia May will go back to serve for the Lions, leading by 3. They also lead the match 1-0. May serving that one. Stallhut is going to set it as it was returned by Whiteoak. And trying to punch it into the back row, hoping nobody was back there, was Kinsley Drury. But she overshot it just a little, ended up out of bounds. Point will go to Whiteoak. Lady Cats trailing by 2. Serving is going to be Brill. Brill dropping that one into the net for a service error will give the point to Fairfield. They'll make a substitution. As in will come Addison Cannon. Out will go Jaden Drury. Serving is going to be Alyssa Bales. And Bales will get an ace out of her first serve. Bales again with the serve. Just clips the net. Those are always tough to return. Looks like Lady Cats are going to get it done off the hands of Boyd. Stallhut's going to set Moon up for an attack, and it ended up out of bounds. Did it touch Whiteoak? I do believe it did not. So the point will go to Whiteoak, and serving is going to be Ruark. Kylie Ruark back to serve for Whiteoak. Trailing by 3, 6-3 your score in set number 2. Stallhut trying to get a set to Moon, couldn't get it done. That ends up scoring a point for Whiteoak. We'll give Ruark an ace for that one. Ruark back to serve again. Serves right into the middle, and that time for sure it's an ace. I was unable to handle that one was May. 2 serves, 2 aces for Kylie Ruark. Has her team back within 1. Third serve now for Ruark. Big jump serve is going to be received in the back row by Bales. Moon will set it. Stallhut on the attack, and it's good. Nope, it ended up out of bounds. Sorry. Point will go to Whiteoak. So Ruark gets another serve. This will be her 4th. That one's going to be received by Drury. Moon again with a set. Stallhut with the attack. That didn't work. Lady Cats with the return. Stallhut's going to set Moon up for another attack. Whiteoak with a simple return comes over to May. And what do we got? Double hit. So an illegal hit for Whiteoak will score a point to Fairfield. They're back on top by 1, 7-6. And serving is going to be Kenzie Drury. That she'll drop it short into the net for a service error. Substitution, Emma Ayers will check in to replace Kenzie Drury. Serving for Whiteoak, Kira Boyd. Boyd serve received by Bales. They'll set it up to Moon for the attack. Goes into the back row to Ruark. Now Ruark will return it with a back row attack, and it's too strong. Goes out of bounds, and the point scores for the Lions. Remy Moon will now have the serve. Moon serves it to Ruark, and they'll set for a free return. Stallhut's going to set it. Now on the attack for the Lady Lions, Addison Cannon will get a kill. That'll be her 2nd. 2-point lead with Moon back to serve again. Moon serves it into the back row, received by Boyd. It'll be returned off the hands of Brill. Stallhut is going to set May up for an attack. Nice dig by Boyd. And on the attack for White Oak was Storms. Fairfield able to return that. May on the attack, and she gets another successful kill. Georgia May. I score that as her first kill. Although, again, she and Moon look a lot alike. And I know there was at least one time I wasn't sure who got the kill. Parker is going to come in now for the Lady Lions. Moon is serving. Boyd set on the hands of Gobin. Returned by the Lady Cats. Stallhut's going to set an attack. And misjudging her jump was Parker. And couldn't. So the point will score for White Oak. Lady Lions on top by 2. So Lady Cats with the serve, trailing by 2. Marley Gobin will serve. Gobin puts it right into the middle to Moon. Now on the attack, that was Parker. Lady Cats able to return. Now Moon will try a back row attack, and it stays in. 5 kills now for Remy Moon. Another substitution. In is Jaden Drury. I think that was Bales that went out. Back to serve is going to be Cannon. They're going to set it up for Storms attack. Nice dig there by Moon. Stallhut will set it up for Parker to attack. Lady Cats with the dig. Now Storms attacking for White Oak. Lady Lions, Stallhut will set it to Moon. Back row attack. It's another kill for Remy Moon. I have her for a total of 6. 4-point lead for Fairfield as Addison Cannon will step back to serve again. Cannon serving it and received by Ruark. Now Storms with the attack. Stallhut will set it for the Lions. Moon attacking, and it's good. As Kylie Ruark unable to handle that one. I have 7 attacks now, or kills, for Remy Moon. We'll take a quick break with Fairfield leading it by 5, 13-8. They also lead the match 1-0. We're back right after this on C103 and Good Guys Radio TV, presented by CMT Components.
Your plan is ready. It's time to build. At CMT Components, we design and manufacture quality building materials for your custom job. If you need metal panels and trim, trusses, or even a complete pole barn package, we do it all, including delivering right to your job site. To get started, call us at 937-446-3400. You can also check us out online or stop by our office in Sardinia, Ohio to discuss your plans today. Let's get building.
Why do they officiate? For some, it's a way of staying involved in a sport they grew up with. For others, it's a way to pay it forward by helping kids who play today and tomorrow. It's also a great way to stay active, make extra money, and work with friends. And all of them will say it boils down to one thing: the love of the game. Find your reasons and log on to ohsaa.org to find out how to become an official. You'll be glad you did. This is the Ohio High School Athletic Association. Educate through sports.
Fairfield on the other side, same thing. The libero, Conrad, rotates in. She'll step back to serve. Conrad serves it into the back row. Stallhut, instead of setting it, ended up trying to punch it into the back row. That did not work. Storms attacks. Free pass back off the hands of Emma Ayers, and nobody home for White Oak to hit it. And the Lady Lions get the score. Stallhut will now serve, but first a substitution. Allie Maynard checks in, replacing Emma Ayers. Paisley Stallhut with the serve. Comes right in the middle to Boyd, and on the attack was Ruark. That works. Kylie Ruark gets a kill. I have that as her first kill. And stepping back to serve is going to be Storms. Kennedy Storms with a big jump serve. Lady Lions struggling, and that's going to end up as an ace. Back within 3. The White Oak Lady Cats serving. Again, they trail 14-11. And that's going to be an ace as that one goes off of Remy Moon. So 2 aces in a row for Storms. Back to serve again. She does have a pretty powerful jump serve. This time the Lady Lions are able to handle it. They'll return with an attack by Drury, and it's good. Ends up out of bounds off of Whiteoak. So no, that was Jaden Drury. Sorry, Jaden Drury gets a kill. Lady Lions serve, and on the attack is Ruark. Stallhut will set it on the side of the Lady Lions. They'll return it with a free return from the back row. Boyd with a return for Whiteoak. Stallhut will set it to the Lions to Remy Moon. Nice dig. And the Lady Wildcats able to return that powerful attack. Now struggling a second time. And Lady Lions ends up getting the kill there. And I had to catch the ball as it was coming at me. So I missed who I should credit that to. Back to serve is going to be Parker. Boyd will attack, and it's blocked at the net by Jaden Drury. We'll give her a kill for that, actually. And she just punched it down right at the net. Parker back to serve again. Lady Lions leading it by 5, and Parker gets an ace this time. Parker again back to serve. Boyd receiving it. Cats struggling. They can't get it returned. Won't give her an ace for that one, but the Lady Cats were not able to return it. Parker with another serve received in the back row by Conrad, and a point will be scored by Whiteoak as I glanced down for a moment and missed what happened there for the Lady Lions. Serving now is going to be Brill. Emily Brill with the serve. Stallhut will set Moon up for an attack, and it's good. Remy Moon. She's got the speed dialed in now as she's last couple of attacks. She's had good elevation. So the Lady Lions will now send Bales back to serve. Leading by 7. That'll be received by Conrad. Returned off the hands of Brill. Stallhut fakes the set. That does not work, though. Boyd will set it. Boyd will attack. Now attacking back the other direction. That was Remy Moon again. 9 kills for Moon. And Mariah Call will take the timeout for the Whiteoak Lady Cats. We'll take a timeout as well. 21-13 the score with Fairfield leading. We're back right after this on C103 and Good Guys Radio TV. Presented by CMT Components.
Creating a memorial to honor a lost loved one is a time-honored tradition. Whether it's a graveside monument, a cremation monument, or a pet memorial, the craftsmen at Peoples Monument Company will walk you through every step of the process, from concept to completion. Visit Peoples Monument Company, located on North Main Street in Peoples, and online at peoplesmonument.com. Choose Peoples Monument Company because sharing the life story of a loved one with those who matter most isn't just important today, it's important forever.
Welcome back courtside, ladies and gentlemen. Lady Lions will step back to serve with Bales serving. Again, they lead at 21-13. They lead the match 1-0. Lady Lions undefeated so far this season. And an overpass ends up into the net. And a point will score for Fairfield. We'll give Bales an ace on that one. That was just a mistake on the side of the Whiteoak Lady Cats. So Bales again with another serve. And attacking from the back row and dropping it short, that was Storms. So the point will score for the Lady Lions. Bales back to serve again. Serves into the back row, received by Conrad. And returning it is Brill. Moon will have to do a free return on the side of Lady Lions. Now Boyd attacking, blocked at the net. Nice block by Addison Cannon. But who gets the point? It's going to be Whiteoak. So on the block, it ended up out of bounds. So it works out for Whiteoak as they score the point. Kylie Ruark will step back to serve. Ruark serving into the back row, received by Bales. Stallhut with the set to Moon. She could not attack, ended up as just a free return, but, well, I guess it was an attack. It was just a soft one, but it ended up scoring a point. So we're going to give Moon a kill there, make that her 10th total. Maynard will step back to serve now, and she'll get an ace on her first serve, and that will end set number 2. 25-14, the Fairfield Lady Lions defeat the Whiteoak Lady Cats in the second set. That gives the Lady Lions a 2-0 lead in the match. We'll be back with some stats and our first serve in set number 3 right after this on C103 and GoodGuysRadioTV.com, presented by CMT Components.
What's one of our shows that our listeners love the most?
Yeah, I got a couple things here to sell today.
That's right. It's the Trash and Treasure Trading Post on C103 weekdays starting at 12:30 p.m.
Oh, yes, I'm a private collector.
Get your items on the air by calling 937-544-9722. You can also try out the mailbag items. It's $2 a day, $5 for 3 days. Mail your listings to P.O. Box 103, West Union, Ohio 45693.
Got a lot of other miscellaneous, too.
And we'll help you turn your trash into treasure.
Our business is helping you grow. We're Baxler Tractor. We take care of you like family.
We've been growing since 1946. As your Kubota dealer, our focus is to help you grow today and into the future. Stop by one of our locations today, visit with our folks, and see our entire lineup of Kubota products.
Our business is helping you grow. Baxler Tractor.
We all look up to someone. Could be parents, teachers, or coaches. They give and give and give, and then they give some more. Their impact, immeasurable. Their sacrifices, too many to count. So to all the mentors in our lives who helped us get to right here and now, thank you.
Hungry for a deal to let you mix it up your way? Introducing the Snappy Savers Menu, only at Snappy. Grab any 2 or more favorites for just $6.99 each. We're talking medium one-topping pizza, cheesy bread, calzones, boneless wings, Cinnabread, and oh yeah, our new pepperoni rolls and mozzarella sticks. Pick, mix, match, and save. Your wallet might even send you a thank you card. Visit Snappy or order at snappytomato.com. Limited time only. Participation may vary.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. We are just about ready for our first serve in set number 3. Taking a look at the offensive stats for the Whiteoak Lady Cats. Well, they only got one successful attack that I had scored in that one, and that was by Kylie Ruark. She also did have a couple of aces as well. Again, I mentioned before, Lady with a young club and 2 first-year coaches with Call and Shipley. On the flip side, Lady Lions scoring, let's see, I had her scoring 6 kills in that set for a total of 10. That's Remy Moon. Also, Parker had 1 ace. I had Stallhut with 1 kill. Georgia May, I had her with 1 kill. Drury with 3 kills, total of 4. And Cannon with a kill, total of 2 kills. And a couple of aces here. Bales had just 1 more. That was Bales. All right. Stallhut will set it. Nice dig there for the Lady Cats. They'll attack back the other direction with a successful attack. Is Kennedy Storms. That'll be Storms' 2nd kill of the match. First one in this set, and the Lady Cats take the 1-point lead. Conrad will step back to serve for Whiteoak. Serves it across to Bales. Stallhut will set it. On the attack is going to be Drury, and it ends up going out of bounds. So the point will score for Whiteoak. Conrad back to serve again. Conrad serving it into the back row to Moon. Stallhut with a set. Oh, dropping it short there was Jaden Drury on the attack. Goes in the net, and Whiteoak gets the point. Out to a 3-point lead with Conrad serving. By the way, Lady Cats need to win this set if they want to stay alive in this match. Fairfield on the attack, and they overhit it. That was Kenzie Drury on the attack. Ends up out of bounds. Conrad for her 4th serve. Has scored 4 points. That one goes into the back row. Stallhut will set it. On the attack is May. Nice dig. And back the other direction. Lady Cats not able to get a good attack there. So the point will go to Fairfield. Now back to serve is going to be May. Georgia May, her team trailing by 3, gets an ace. Just clips the net. Those are almost impossible to stop. May back to serve again. This time goes into the back row to Conrad. Returned off the hands of Ruark. Stallhut will set an attack up from Moon. That's dug out by Boyd. And now attacking is Storms. Bales with a dig in the back row. On the attack again is Moon. Whiteoak doing a little better job handling those attacks, but they are not able to return it as it ends up in the net and dropping from there. So Lady Lions get the point. May back to serve again. Her team back within 1, going to be received by Gobin and returned off the hands of Ruark, and she gets the kill. First kill in this set for Ruark, her 2nd in the match. Storms will now serve. Storms, nice pretty jump serve. Goes into the back row to Bales. They'll set Moon up for an attack. Did it stay in? It did. Remy Moon gets kill number 11. Subbing in is going to be Addison Cannon, replacing Jaden Drury. Back to serve is going to be Bales. Bales serves into the back row, received by Gobin. On the attack is Ruark. They're going to set up an attack back the other direction, this time off the hands of Remy Moon. It's a little strong and goes out of bounds. So Whiteoak gets the point, and Storms will again serve. No, I'm sorry. The serve changes. Yeah, that's right, because Bale served that one. So serving now is going to be Brill. Returning is Moon. It was a back row attack. Gobin trying to punch it down the net and see if she could get the hole on the cross side. Does not work out. And the point will go to Fairfield. Drury now serving. Received by Gobin, and well, not received as that ends up as an ace. Second ace of the match for Drury. Comes across to Gobin. And the set will be for Boyd attacking, and it'll be short in the net. And the point will end up scoring for Fairfield. They are now on top by 1, 7-6, with Drury serving. Drury serving it, received by Conrad. Whiteoak struggling, and they are not able to get the return. Point will go to Fairfield. Two-point lead for the Fairfield Lady Lions. Drury serving. Received by Gobin. And the set to Boyd for the attack. Stallhut will set up Moon for an attack. Saved by Boyd and then returned by Boyd with an attack. Stallhut, not a good set there, and that does not work out well. A little bit of a miscue on the side of the Fairfield Lady Lions. They know it too. Ayers is going to come in, replacing Drury. And Whiteoak, trailing by 1, will have the serve. Ruark will be serving. Kylie Ruark serves into the back row, received by Ayers, the new gal in the match. And a little bit of a joust at the net. Whiteoak able to keep it alive, having trouble returning, and I think that's going to count as 4 hits or a carry. Okay. So the point will go. And I'm not sure if I should maybe score that as a kill for Cannon. We'll go ahead and put that down as a kill for Cannon. So Moon now serving. Received by Boyd, and it's going to end up being an ace as it goes out of bounds. 3rd ace of the match for Remy Moon. Another shout out to one of our season sponsors, Peebles Monument Company. Choose Peebles Monument Company because the life story of a loved one isn't just important now, it's important forever. Another point scored by Moon. We'll go ahead and give her an ace for that one. That'll be 4. And a timeout's going to be called by Whiteoak as Fairfield leads at 11-7. They also lead the match 2-0. Stick with us. We're back with set number 3 right after this on C103 and Good Guys Radio TV, presented by CMT Components.
Gotcha.
Your plan is ready. It's time to build. At CMT Components, we design and manufacture quality building materials for your custom job. If you need metal panels and trim, trusses, or even a complete pole barn package, we do it all, including delivering right to your job site. To get started, call us at 937-446-3400. You can also check us out online or stop by our office in Sardinia, Ohio to discuss your plans today. Let's get building.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. All next week here on C103. Join us for a full week of the Highland County Fair in Hillsboro. Listen in for on-air interviews and info on this year's fair. You can also watch all of our coverage on goodguysradiotv.com. A joust at the net, and Whiteoak ends up getting the point on that one. Tons of telecast coverage for the junior fair shows. Beef show, sheep show, hog show, all kinds of fun stuff on goodguysradiotv.com. All next week. This is also why both these teams don't have a game next week in volleyball. Jones gets a kill. Not a very strong attack, but it worked. Boyd, nope, that's not a kill because ends up being, must have been in the net. So serving was Boyd for Whiteoak. That dropped short for a service error. So the point does end up going, or a point does end up going to Fairfield, and Jones will serve. Cross to Gobin. Overpass ends up in an overkill as Jaden Drury gets her 5th kill of the match. Oh, nope, they're going to say she was in the net. So the point will go to Whiteoak. And Gobin will have the serve. Marley Gobin. Gobin serves it across to Bales. Stallhut will set it. And a floor attack by Drury will end up as a kill. So she did get that kill after all. Kill number 5. We got a substitution coming in. Yes, checking in is going to be Eidenauer, replacing Ayers. Back to serve is Stallhut. Stallhut is, that worked out well for Whiteoak. Kylie Ruark got a hand on it, and it did return and clear the net, and then Moon helped her out by touching it before it went out of bounds. So back to serve is going to be for Whiteoak. Lady Lions struggling to return, couldn't get it done as Eidenauer hit it last, ended up short in the net. So we'll give Conrad an ace on that one, as I think her serve resulted in that point scoring. This time, though, it'll be a service error. Ends up out of bounds. So the Lady Lions will regain the serve, and they lead it by 2, 14-12. In will come Parker. Parker replacing Georgia May. Parker serves it to Gobin. The set by Brill, return off the hands of Ruark. Now Stallhut will set Moon up for an attack. And that one's good. Remy Moon, kill number 12. Parker back to serve again. Stick with us for the ACRMC Family Medicine Coaches Comment Show as part of our post game. I'll have stats for you, and also I will name a Snappy Tomato Pizza player of the game. Eidenauer gets a kill. It was a floor attack, but it worked. Did a good job finding the hole in the defense. Parker serving an ace. Whiteoak thought that one was going to go out of bounds, and it did not. Dropped in for an ace. Timeout, Whiteoak. We're going to take one as well. Lady Lions lead it by 5, 17-12. They lead the match 2-0. We're back right after this on C103 and Good Guys Radio TV, presented by CMT Components.
Why do they officiate? For some, it's a way of staying involved in a sport they grew up with. For others, it's a way to pay it forward by helping kids who play today and tomorrow. It's also a great way to stay active, make extra money, and work with friends. And all of them will say it boils down to one thing: the love of the game. Find your reasons and log on to ohsaa.org to find out how to become an official. You'll be glad you did. This is the Ohio High School Athletic Association. Educate through sports.
Creating a memorial to honor a lost loved one is a time-honored tradition. Whether it's a graveside monument, a cremation monument, or a pet memorial, the craftsmen at Peoples Monument Company will walk you through every step of the process, from concept to completion. Visit Peoples Monument Company, located on North Main Street in Peoples, and online at peoplesmonument.com. Choose Peoples Monument Company because sharing the life story of a loved one with those who matter most isn't just important today, it's important forever.
Into the net, point will score for Fairfield. Return by Gobin. Stallhut will set it up to Moon for the kill. Remy Moon is pretty hard to stop as an outside hitter. Parker serving for her 9th time total in the match. Whiteoak able to return it off the hands of Ruark. Stallhut will set it. Moon with a floor attack. Goes into the back row to Conrad. Brill to Storms for the attack. A little strong, ends up out of bounds. Point will score for Fairfield. The back row to Conrad. Brill with the set. Storms ends up with a floor attack. Back the other direction, a little too strong that time was Eidenauer on the attack. Oh, no, they say it went off of Whiteoak. Okay, one of the Lady Cats touched it, so it was not too strong. That ends up as a kill for Eidenauer, and that's her second. Parker serves across, and now the return off the hands of Ruark, and it's good. Soft attack by Kylie Ruark results in her third kill. Storms will now serve for Whiteoak. Trailing by 8. And ends up with a service error. Dropping that one short into the net. 9-point lead for Fairfield as Bales will serve. 22-13 the score. Received by Conrad. Brill with the set. Boyd on the attack. And it ends up out of bounds. Bales now serving for Fairfield. Received by Conrad. That is kill number 14 for Remy Moon. It's impressive when she gets those kills off of a floor attack. versus when she elevates, but nonetheless gets the. Going to set Boyd for an attack. She'll floor attack and punch it into the back row to Bales. Stall hut to Moon. And Moon gets another kill. 15 kills for Remy Moon, and that will do it. As the Lady Lions win it in 3 sets, 25-13, your score in set number 3. As the Fairfield Lady Lions continue their winning ways. They are undefeated so far this season, now with 4 conference wins. Stick with us. Post-game show coming up right after this. We will talk to the winning coach for Fairfield. That's Cameron Dalton in our ACRMC Family Medicine Coaches Comment Show. I'll have some stats for you, and we will name a Snappy Tomato Pizza Player of the Game. Radio TV presented by CMT Components.
What's one of our shows that our listeners love the most?
Yeah, I got a couple things here to sell today.
That's right. It's the Trash and Treasure Trading Post on C103 weekdays starting at 12:30 p.m.
Oh, yes, I'm a private collector.
Get your items on the air by calling 937-544-9722. You can also try out the mailbag item. It's $2 a day, $5 for 3 days. Mail your listings to P.O. Box 103, West Union, Ohio, 45693.
Got a lot of other miscellaneous, too.
And we'll help you turn your trash into treasure.
Our business is helping you grow. We're Baxler Tractor. We take care of you like family.
We've been growing since 1946. As your Kubota dealer, our focus is to help you grow today and into the future. Stop by one of our locations today, visit with our folks, and see our entire lineup of Kubota products.
Our business is helping you grow. Baxler Tractor.
We all look up to someone. Could be parents, teachers, or coaches. They give and give and give, and then they give some more. Their impact, immeasurable. Their sacrifices, too many to count. So to all the mentors in our lives who helped us get to right here and now, thank you.
Fairfield Lady Lions and our ACRMC Family Medicine Coaches Comment Show. Coach, congratulations on the victory. First year coach, right?
First year coaching.
You're off to a great start. This is 7-0. Is that?
I believe 7, yep.
Yeah, undefeated so far.
I know, it's not believable.
Yeah? So you didn't think you would start that strong?
That was not my expectations, no.
Interesting. So you're pleasantly surprised then?
Yes, I'm very pleasantly surprised by the progress of all the girls and all the effort that they give.
Well, let's talk about Whiteoak for just a moment. In a little bit of a rebuilding year, I know that they had a couple of players that transferred out of the program, and that's probably set them back a little bit. Then you throw on top of that, you got 2 brand new first-year coaches on the Whiteoak Lady Cat side. But those coaches have got some of their own success in high school playing, Wiley Shipley especially. So I look for the Whiteoak Lady Cats to improve over time, wouldn't you say?
Yes, I definitely say so. I have Wiley, I remember playing against her when I was in high school. So, yeah, definitely so much respect there, and I can't wait to meet them again later in the season.
I think we're going to see them improve, certainly throughout the season. And it may take more than just this 1 year, again, because they're so young. But I think the Whiteoak Lady Cats are going to be improving.
Yes.
Now, let's talk about your ball club. And, well, you're lucky to have some nice talent returning.
Yes, definitely lucky on that point, yep.
So let's talk about it. You do have some veteran players, but you also have a pretty young ball club. And, of course, one of your main hitters, Remy Moon, just a junior.
Yep, she is outstanding. I mean, her vertical, I wish I could jump like her.
Don't we all?
Yeah.
I'll bet you there's several guys that play basketball for the Fairfield that would love to have that vertical leap.
Yep.
And, of course, her talents are not just volleyball, but track as well, correct?
Yes, I think she does. High jump, long jump, all of it involving her vertical. So it's just great.
Whatever her regimen is, whatever she does to get that leg strength, you need to get her to share that with everybody.
I know.
Everybody needs to do the same workout. You do have some nice hitters, though. Now, not everybody elevates quite like she does, but Georgia May, only a sophomore. I thought she had some pretty good elevation as well. Didn't score a whole lot of kills in this one, but you can see the talents there. You've got Cannon, another sophomore, some really young players.
Yeah, really a lot of young players and a lot of players who will do anything to get the ball up on the court, not just our hitters, but also Alyssa Bales, our libero. She does amazing for us this year and only a junior, so I'm really excited for this season so far.
And your setter, Stallhut, also another sophomore. Just absolutely incredible how young this ball club is. I like how you used all your players. Is that much every game, or did it just work out in this game?
My goal for the season was to try to utilize a lot of those players. Definitely this game, just getting everybody some reps and seeing how the game progresses and things like that was definitely in my mind.
First-year coach. Next week, well, yeah, you were a player, so you're a little bit used to this.
Yes.
But next week just throws a big wrench in your season, doesn't it?
For sure.
Off all week for the fair.
Yeah, I'm kind of not complaining though, because at this point I kind of need a break from the 3 or 4 practices and games a week. But we'll roll with the punches.
So you're off next week, but you come back on Wednesday the 10th. Looks like your next opponent will be Manchester. I believe they're a little bit improved this year. Another ball club that I think might be underrated a little bit. Also, you're going to play them week after next, and that's West Union.
For sure. Yep. It'll be an interesting week coming back from that long break. So, first day in practice on that Monday that we come back, it'll just be a hard practice and getting the mindset right to lock in again.
Now, you got a little bit of time before you get into some of the really tough teams. Who scares you the most?
Honestly, at this point, I'm trying to take it day by day. I would say I'm most excited to play Lynchburg. I know their coach really well. I respect her a lot. So I'm most excited to play Lynchburg. I think that'll be a really, really tough game.
All right. Well, you said the right answer right off the bat. Most coaches will always say, well, I'm only focused on the next game.
Yeah.
And that is true. You do got to take it one at a time. So you are liking the first-year coaching job?
I think so. I think the girls keep me on my toes, and it keeps it fun in the gym. And I think it brings an interesting dynamic, as I'm so young as well. So the level of respect that they give me is quite surprising of what I was thinking coming into this. But so far I'm happy and having fun.
All right. Well, Coach, congratulations on the victory here tonight. Good luck moving forward. Enjoy the week off next week.
For sure.
Are you going to be at the fair?
I definitely will be at the fair, yep.
How many of your players will be participating, showing animals and whatnot?
Quite a few of them. A lot of them are showing pigs, some hogs, rabbits, things like that. So I'll definitely be there to support them.
I was going to say, Coach has got to show up and show support.
Yep, for sure.
All right. Well, Coach Dalton, thank you very much for joining us. Again, congratulations on the victory. Good luck moving forward.
Thank you so much.
All right, that'll do it for your ACRMC Family Medicine Coaches Comment Show. We'll take a quick break. We'll be back to look at stats, and I will name a Snappy Tomato Pizza player of the match right after this on C103 and Good Guys Radio TV, presented by CMT Components.
Hungry for a deal to let you mix it up your way? Introducing the Snappy Savers Menu, only at Snappy. Grab any 2 or more favorites for just $6.99 each. We're talking medium one-topping pizza, cheesy bread, calzones, boneless wings, Cinnabread, and oh yeah, our new pepperoni rolls and mozzarella sticks. Pick, mix, match, and save. Your wallet might even send you a thank you card. Visit Snappy or order at snappytomato.com. Limited time only. Participation may vary.
C103, 99.5 The Edge, and Good Guys Radio TV are your source for everything local. From SHAC Basketball
Shot by Osborne, 3 on the buzzer!
Wow. To SHAC Baseball.
Wells is going to drive. He makes it. He's safe.
Western Brown Football.
Throws it towards the end zone, and it's complete.
To SHAC Volleyball.
Hatton for the kill. It's good.
Local fairs, festivals, and more.
Ire to the finish line.
Crosses the line to get the victory.
Never miss a moment with C103, 99.5 The Edge, and Good Guys Radio TV.
Your plan is ready. It's time to build. At CMT Components, we design and manufacture quality building materials for your custom job. If you need metal panels and trim, trusses, or even a complete pole barn package, we do it all, including delivering right to your job site. To get started, call us at 937-446-3400. You can also check us out online or stop by our office in Sardinia, Ohio to discuss your plans today. Let's get building.
Why do they officiate? For some, it's a way of staying involved in a sport they grew up with. For others, it's a way to pay it forward by helping kids who play today and tomorrow. It's also a great way to stay active, make extra money, and work with friends. And all of them will say it boils down to one thing: the love of the game. Find your reasons and log on to ohsaa.org to find out how to become an official. You'll be glad you did. This is the Ohio High School Athletic Association. Educate through sports.
Welcome back courtside, ladies and gentlemen. It's time to take a look at our stats before we name our Snappy Tomato Pizza player of the game. But before we even do that, I want to be sure to thank CR Deals, another one of our season sponsors. CR Deals, where every trip is a winning hand. Spin the savings on brand names, big finds, and daily surprises. CR Deals, where you never gamble on savings. Another one of our season sponsors. All right, taking a look at stats. Offensively, not a tremendous amount of stats for the Whiteoak Lady Cats, as this game was dominated by the Fairfield Lady Lions. But here's what we do have stat-wise. I had Boyd with 3 serves, Emily Brill with 5 serves, Ruark with a total of 7 serves, 2 aces, and 3 kills. That's Kylie Ruark, one of your juniors. Marley Gobin, a senior, with 3 serves. And then I had Madeline Conrad with 7 serves and 1 ace. And by the way, Conrad playing the libero role. Kennedy Storms, I had her with a total of 8 serves, 2 aces, and 2 kills for Storms. And if I remember correctly, Storms is just a freshman. So she has certainly lots of time to improve. Now, looking at the Fairfield Lady Lions. A lot more offensive stats here. I had Ayla Parker with a total of 10 serves, 2 aces. I had Paisley Stallhut with 7 serves and 1 ace. She also had 1 kill, and I believe she had about 20 total assists as well. Georgia May with 8 serves, 1 ace, and 1 kill. Jaden Drury with 5 kills, 1 in the first, 3 in the second, and 1 in that final set. Kenzie Drury, I had her with 7 serves and 2 aces. Bales, I had her for a total of 11 serves and 1 ace. Addison Cannon with 3 serves, 3 kills, 1 in each set. And Bailey Jones with a total of 9 serves. She had a really long at serve in the first set. 8 of those 9 serves were in that first set. And by the way, she also had 1 ace to go along with that. And last but not least, Remy Moon. I had her with a total of 7 serves, 4 aces, 1 in the first, 1 in the second, 2 in the third set. And then on the kill side, I had her with 15 total kills. She had 4 kills in the first set, 6 kills in the second set, and then 5 kills in the third set. So Remy Moon leading this team on the kill side. But you know what? She cannot get all those kills if someone does not assist her with a nice set. And doing that tonight, Paisley Stallhut touching the volleyball almost every play in this game. Again, I don't keep the total assists, but there were 15 kills for Moon, 5 for Drury, so there's 20, 2 for Eidenauer, 22, May 1, that's 23, and then Cannon with 3 more, so that's what, 26? So there were 26 kills. So most likely, Stallhut assisted in every one of those. One or two of them might have been from an overpass or something like that. But we're going to say probably somewhere around 24 to 26 assists for Paisley Stallhut. And then again, you put on top of that having A total of 7 serves on the night and 1 ace. Paisley Stallhut will be our Snappy Tomato Pizza Player of the Match, the sophomore for the Fairfield Lady Lions. Doing a great job with setting for the Fairfield Lady Lions. Congratulations to Paisley Stallhut, and congratulations to the Fairfield Lady Lions as they get the victory here tonight, both in JV and varsity. In JV, it was 2-0, the score in the first match of the night. In the sets, it was Fairfield winning at 25-11 in the first set, 25-10 in the second set. Again, that's junior varsity. Then in varsity, 3-0 the score. Fairfield winning the first set 25-9. They won the second set 25-14 and the third set 25-13. Congratulations to the Fairfield Lady Lions as, again, they defeat Whiteoak 3-0 in varsity play. And they continue with their undefeated schedule so far this season. That would make them 7-0. Both of these teams are off next week, but we are not. We will have volleyball action for you, as well as all that coverage from from Highland County, from Hillsboro, at the Highland County Fair. Volleyball-wise, next week, we will have Fayetteville at Manchester on Tuesday, and we will have West Union at Fayetteville on Thursday. So, next week, I guess, is kind of Fayetteville week. Just like this week was Fairfield week. We had the Lady Lions in all 3 matchups this week. We'll have Fayetteville in both matchups next week. Again, along with all of that Highland County Fair coverage for you from Hillsboro. So be sure to tune in next week right here on C103 and also GoodGuysRadioTV.com. Make sure you share that information with everybody that we will be broadcasting most of your shows throughout the week at the Highland County Fair on GoodGuysRadioTV.com, as well as Good Guys Radio TV Facebook and Good Guys Radio TV on YouTube. So be sure to tune in and watch whatever way works best for you. I want to thank Matt Hildebrand for producing everything for Good Guys Radio TV tonight from Fairfield High School, and then also Sarah Rigdon for producing everything for Good Guys, for C103. Matt for Good Guys and Sarah for C103. That'll do it for tonight's broadcast. Thanks for listening. I'm Ken Smith. Have a wonderful evening.
Thank you for tuning in. Rewatch this video and many more on demand at GoodGuysRadioTV.com.